Welcome to DuffLaw Digital, the YouTube channel of the Duffy Law Firm. My name is Brian Duffy and I'm a Florida lawyer. I'd like to take just a couple minutes to explain our concept for our YouTube channel and give you a couple ideas on how you might use the legal information that we share on YouTube. The idea of starting a YouTube channel came from a simple concept, which actually began a couple years ago. You see, like many people, I began to discover some high-quality informational videos on YouTube. 3 years ago, as I was planning a trip to Paris and Nice, France, I began to do some research. I've had the custom of doing research before taking a trip to any foreign country for many years. And I usually start by finding books on the country's history, culture, economy, religions, art, language, whatever I could find. This has been a practice of mine for many years. Now, for the past few years, I noticed that my research, like most of us, would start on the internet with Google and Amazon for books and magazines. Over the last few years, I noticed that Google searches were leading me more and more to YouTube. And once I was on YouTube, I found some wonderful, high-quality content on everything I was searching for. I remember one video in particular on French painters of the Impressionist period. It was a video done by a professor from Brown University, and it was fantastic. High-quality content from an expert in the field on a subject that I wanted to learn. As I watched that video, and the Brown University professor went through his classroom PowerPoint presentation, I thought to myself, this is fantastic. I'm getting the benefit of an Ivy League education on an area of specific interest to me for no cost, and I'm learning quality, useful information. As time went by, I found myself accessing YouTube more and more, and the more I found, the more I liked it. In a short time, I joined YouTube as a paid subscriber so that I could access all the great content without having to deal with advertisement interruptions. This went on for some time, and somewhere in the back of my mind, the concept of DuffLaw Digital was beginning to take seed, but it had not yet sprouted. Flash forward in time, about 6 months prior to our launch of the DuffLaw Digital, to a dinner my wife and I enjoyed with a couple who are both friends and clients. Our friends are smart and well-educated with great travel experience around the world. The husband has recently been retired from a very high-level position in a company that is recognized as a global leader in professional services. Over the course of our dinner, he mentioned that he was enrolled in a local university master's class in French, and the curriculum was both challenging and stimulating. Now, the fact that our friends and clients were seeking high-quality, useful, and reliable information reminded me of the fact that I was doing a similar thing through the convenience of YouTube. A clear vision began to emerge, and that led me to begin an inquiry among many of our clients and friends as to whether or not they were using YouTube as a resource to find quality, useful, and reliable information. The truth was that many clients and friends were doing the same thing or similar things that I was doing, and the concept of a YouTube channel for the Duffy Law Firm began to take root. It was beginning to become clear to me that although many clients were using YouTube as a resource for good information, there were still many people who have not yet seen the platform for more than just an electronic diversion or an entertainment source. To some, YouTube still triggers recollections of viral cat videos and monkeys on scooters. So at this point, I started doing more research into YouTube so that I might better understand the emerging phenomena. Here are just a couple quick snippets of facts about YouTube. Recently, 2 YouTube influencers, people with significant followers or subscribers, had a YouTube event which drew an audience of 50 million people. 80% of the people in the United States between the ages of 18 and 49 access YouTube every single month. 30 million people a day visit YouTube, and 300 hours of content are uploaded every minute to YouTube. My conclusion after doing my initial research was that YouTube was extremely powerful and that it could grow even more powerful in the coming years. Google has indicated that by the year 2020, 80% of searchable content on the internet will have some video component, and YouTube is the largest platform for video content on the internet. At that point, I decided that YouTube is a terrific platform for delivering high quality, useful, and reliable information. And since I'm a Florida lawyer and I have a significant professional experience in my areas of practice, I knew that I could provide quality, useful, and reliable information as a service to the general public. and in keeping with the Florida Bar guidelines and aspirational goals to make legal information available to the public at no cost as a public service. I also want to include litigation in trust and estates, tax law, wealth transfer, generational wealth planning, business succession planning, asset protection, IRA, 401k, and life insurance planning. These areas of the law can be very complicated, and often discussions with clients will result in answering many questions, but giving food for thought about new concepts and new strategies as well. Thus, it is a benefit for our clients for us to provide quality, useful, and reliable information in various areas of our legal practice through our YouTube channel. The idea is, over time, we will build a series of videos that will be the equivalent of a video library for clients and anyone with access to YouTube to learn a bit about various topics, specific legal topics in our practice areas. We consider this both a value-added service to our clients as well as a free public service to the general public, in keeping with the Florida Bar's pro bono services. So finally, we've now begun the channel. We call it DuffLaw Digital. All social media of the Duffy Law Firm will be published under the brand name of DuffLaw Digital. Our YouTube channel will be supported by postings on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. We post videos on our main areas of legal practice, which are litigation and probate and trust matters, probate and trust administration, estate planning, and Florida residential real estate. In addition to our main practice areas, we'll post videos of general educational nature discussing issues of interest to the general public, such as law or lawyers in the news. Our first video in that series explained the basis for impeachment under the U.S. Constitution and provided legal and historical background on the process of this information. Our current plan is to provide different formats for our videos, which will include client conversations, which will be somewhat detailed discussions on legal topics that are similar to real discussions we have with our clients. Another section we'll call Q&A or quick answers, which will be less in-depth but will provide a quick overview of legal issues, which will allow our clients and viewers to see if the areas of the law hold any interest for them and if it applies to their factual circumstances. And if it does, they can look for more detailed information in the client conversation section. Finally, we'll have an area called Hot Topics or Lawyers and Law in the News, which will provide facts and legal analysis on subjects of interest to the general public that have some connection to the law or to the judicial system. Our videos will be provided in various length segments to accommodate our viewers. We'll have some between 15 and 30 minutes in length, and some between 10 and 15 minutes. And some we'll call Millennial Minutes, which will be less than 5 minutes long for quick, digestible content. We hope you'll enjoy DuffLaw Digital, the YouTube channel of the Duffy Law Firm. And if you find our content useful, please give us a thumbs up, which helps others find our channel. Please leave us a comment and tell us what you like, what you object to, or what we can improve upon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll get notices of new content when it's posted. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy DuffLaw Digital. We're committed to providing quality, useful, and reliable legal information on Florida law. Stay tuned.